Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Monday Night Live. Not live from the motorhome. No. Those days are temporarily gone. But then, hey, there's going to come a time when it's every night live from the motorhome. So there you go. Tonight, I'm coming to you live from Windy Bum. And I am overjoyed at the prospect of spending the next 2 hours. Yes, I know. There's a new candle. Because it's a new candle, it's reflecting a green light onto my face. Yes, it looks like a sniper's rifle mark, all of that. Not a shed load. Oh, I suppose I could. Oh, that really offends my OCD. Does it move the green mark? Hang on, let me wait for this to catch up. Oh, yeah, it's gone over to the wall. There you go. Look, there you go. A solution for you already. Before you even told me it was a problem, I have given you a solution. Now then, where was I? Yes, we are going to spend the next no fewer than 2 fabulous hours together as we wave away Monday and we welcome in Tuesday. And that gives us all the time in the world to catch up with each other's news, to make plans, to chat about this, that, and potentially the other, to talk about the food we've been eating, to share our fears, our joys, our hopes, our sadness, whatever we want to do. We've got 2 hours to do it in. And how cool is that? Water. It's great. Have you tried it? You should. Bugger off, Nigel. Bloody green mark on the wall. Right then, darlings, with us tonight, in no particular order of appearance, merit, height or bra size, we have got, well, our first cab off the rank that I can see, because comments will have been and gone, is Stu, the lovely Stu, 69 Food K, who very kindly attended the Sunday lunch in the Peak meetup a week last Sunday, wasn't it? And don't forget that the next one will be our Christmas meetup. Same place, 7th of December, 12 o'clock. Don't you dare miss it. Some people have already indicated that, yeah, I'll be coming to that and I'll be going to that. So you're not risking being on your own. Come on, come and celebrate Christmas with your mates. Also with us tonight, we have got Steve Colg, Nigel Flex. Sorry, I've got a water burp. Nigel Fleck, the wonderful 00 garage, of course. Outlander 13G. Is that 13G or Outlander F3G? I apologize. Outlander, very good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Peter P is with us all the way from Finland. Simone is with us. Hello to you, my lovely. Who else have we got? We have got Jimmy Quinn. We've got Jimmy Quinn. Good evening, Jimmy. Hope you're well, my dear chap. Paulie Galtieri, the lovely Richard, of course. Ange, the fabulous Ange, none other than Kay Camper, all the way from Welsh Wales tonight, wonderfully. Who else have we got? Wrinkles 55. Hello. And we have got Barry. Well, that's changed. Barry Lord Scrotter. Barry Lord Scrotter of YT, presumably YouTube. Barry Scrotter, good evening to you, mate. Well done on the name change. Everybody's trying to confuse me. That's what it's all about. Lord Baverstock is with us. A very good evening to you, my lord. Follow the Candlelight, the lovely Follow the Candlelight. Hello to you. Cindy, hello, Cindy. Hope you are terribly well. Yeah. Pop 57, a very good evening. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Dan is with us. Good evening, Dan. Lovely to have you as always. Simon C. Good evening, Boaty, and good evening, everyone. Relatively new here. Well, you are jolly well welcome. That's what you are, young sir. Lord Stiff Upper Lip VIP is with us. Hello. And who else we got? Ty Spork, a very good evening to you. Toadstool123, hello. JB71, Russ, Dinosaur Dad, good evening. I'm going to say that they might not be watching, but I'm going to say good evening to Peter and Chloe, my lovely friends. Jen, the fabulous Jen is right in our midst, as indeed is Steve McDonald. And also joining us, my MHM colleague, one of your moderation team, the one and only Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube Emma Lemon. And she comes with food news. Tonight, says Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel Emma Lemon, I made homemade pizza with gluten-free base, dough, and my own homemade passata, yum, with smoked bacon on it. Need to find a better base. Other than that, it was nomity. Right, okay, well, food news from me. Breakfast, lavishly buttered slice of toast. Lunch, Momo, business as usual, with Amrit's Momo chutney. I could only manage half of it, and it almost killed me. Oh my God, how bloody hot is this? It is ridiculous. That man he's not made of normal stuff. I couldn't manage anymore. But that just means I'm going to have Momo again tomorrow, and that is the plan. That will be going on some more Momo tomorrow. But tomorrow's breakfast, I am having a treat. Finest white loaf. Nice. Bacon. Also nice. 8-piece sauce. I know it's in a plastic bottle. I know that goes against the grain. There's a little bit in there that wants finishing, and then we're back to glass bottles all the way. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be supper tonight, staff curry. Oh, I enjoyed my jalfrezi last night. I had jalfrezi with naan, no rice, just jalfrezi and naan, and it was very nice. It was very nice. Nice change. Tonight is staff curry, and yeah, tomorrow bacon butty for breakfast, because I thought I deserved a treat, dash it. It's not an expensive treat, but a bacon sandwich, and I'm unanimous in this, is a bloody treat. Momo for lunch, smaller portion than today, hence the bacon sandwich for breakfast. And supper tomorrow night, we'll be back to the old staff curry, won't we? We welcome your food news. Crimbo can feck off, says Simone, and I'm sure many people would express the same feelings. Oh, we've got a voice note ping-ponging in. That's wonderful. I'm just going to catch up with the comments, and then we'll go there. We'll keep on top of the voice notes tonight, darlings. I'm going to be all over you tonight. I'm going to be all over you like a rash. Hands everywhere. Oh, yes. What? I should cocoa. I should rub it up. Marvellous. Vivian K, good evening, Boaty and chat. Greetings from Portugal. Gosh, how exciting. How exciting. We've got somebody from Portugal. Denzel directly. Hi, guys. Good evening to you. What the heck is a Vlogmas? Asks Simone. Well, I'll be doing Vlogmas this year. Don't know if Emils is planning Vlogmas or Matron. I think they both quit about halfway through December. Vlogmas is where you do a vlog every day in December. And I'm quite confident in my ability to do that on the basis that I do a vlog every day anyway at the moment. And today is no exception. Today I have done the square root of Sodall. I got up ridiculously late. It was almost 11 o'clock by the time I got my fat old bottom out of bed. I've done Sodall today, quite honestly. Hardly anything to note. Made some lunch, uploaded a video, rang the bloody insurance company. And that's about it. And I've really enjoyed doing nothing. Started to sort Netty's MOT out. And I've enjoyed doing nothing. But then by the time 6 o'clock or so rolled around, 5:30, I entered into what Douglas Adams called the long, dark tea time of the soul, where you've got fed up of doing nothing and you don't fancy doing nothing for the next few hours. So I thought, well, Officer Crabtree really needs his wheels turning over. I need to go to a supermarché and get me a candle. All the nice girls love a candle. All the nice girls love a wick, because there's something about a candle that reminds them of something that they remember when they were young. So I thought, well, I've got to do that anyway. So I thought, sod it, I will go into Sheffield. And I did. I drove into Sheffield in Officer Crabtree. And guess what? I filmed it. So tomorrow's video is going to be yet another boring drive, but with a bit of different waffle, which won't come as a surprise to you guys because you've all heard it on a live stream. Just talking about when I used to go to the casino. So I went to the casino tonight. Not, I hasten to add, to gamble. Certainly can't be doing that at the moment. Well, I haven't been able to do that for some years. No, I just fancied getting out. I needed to drive Crabtree, needed to go to a supermarket, and I was just bored and just, fancied a little bit of company. So I thought, I'll just nip into the casino. It's not far from the supermarket. Pop in, see which of my old pals are there, say hello, have a catch up. So I did, and it was nice. And I watched other people gambling and thought, you're not very good at this. You're really not very good at this. There was one half Chinese bloke, didn't have a clue. Bloody hell, he made some bad decisions. Only nipped in. 20 minutes, half an hour. Had a chat with a couple of people that I've known for, 20, 25 years now. Didn't enjoy the traffic in Sheffield. I don't enjoy driving in cities much these days. But I did enjoy the night drive up over Olabar. That was pretty spectacular. And it was nice to be in Crabtree again. And I did a couple of little jobs in good old Crabbers, who's going to be the tow car moving forward, don't forget, as well as the tenting car. I changed his clock, so he's displaying the right time. And Crabbers has got this fabulous thing. It's a jukebox. So Crabbers onboard gramophone is fabulous. So you've got your wireless as normal. Then you've got a single CD slot. Then you've got a multi-stack CD in his bottom, in his boot, and then it's got an auxiliary port thing that you can plug your doings into. That's in the glove box, I think. That reminds me, I must get a Bluetooth thing for Officer Crabtree to plug into the auxiliary, so that my phone is plumbed into the gramophone. But it's also got, I'll do that tonight, I'll order one of those. They're only about £1 off Temu or whatever it's called. Ali Baba, Bong Bong, Ali something or other. Ali McBeal, I don't know. Yeah, he's got this jukebox thing. So you can put a CD in, and rather than just listen to the CD, you can copy it onto CRABTREE's hard drive. So it's just there. The music is there without having to have the CD there, which I think is a brilliant idea. Why don't more cars have that? Maybe they do, and I've just never had one. So I loaded another CD onto his jukebox, and it was this one from W.H. Smith. It was £10.99, or you could get two for £20. And it is Oasis, Don't Believe the Truth. So that is now fully loaded into CRABTREE. And I'd forgotten that he had the auxiliary doings. So I will get one of those Bluetoothy, fellowy, chappy, doodah, diddle, dong, ding dong merrily on high on hello. Yeah, I will get one of those little ding dongs, so that my phone can plumb into CRABTREE's gramophone, and that'll be marvelous, won't it? Yes. Right, where did I get to? Oh, we were explaining about Vlogmas. Follow the Candlelight has got food news for us, and here it comes. My lunch, says she. I think you're a she, aren't you? My lunch was leek and potato soup, and dinner was grilled gammon steak, tomatoes with chips. Oh, yes. Now that is what you call a dinner. Well done, you. Welsh Wales here too, say Simon C. And although I speak the lingo, I am from Surrey. Oh, well done on picking up the language. It's God knows it's not easy. Emma Lemon says that, and that's Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube Emma Lemon. In case you were in any doubt whatsoever, no boobs or sex talk on that channel, just good, wholesome family entertainment. It's a wonderful channel, and I recommend it wholeheartedly and without reservation. I've not missed a single second of anything that Emma's ever put online, including the OnlyFans stuff. Oh, marvelous. And the M11 says, I'm doing Vlogmas like it's never been done before. Probably topless. In January, Emma says Peter P. Jasper Edwards, good evening to you. Right, Gaming HD, is that wine in that glass, bud? No, it's water. It's good old moist water. And it's going down the treat. Katie Usher, wow, wow, ow, wow, wow, bow, wow, 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 wow. Good evening. Steve McDonald is with us and has food news. Dinner was steak, roast potatoes with steak. I'm going to say controversial. Am I right? Honey roast parsnips with steak. Again, controversial. Peas. Perfectly acceptable if you like the spiteful little green bastards. I don't. Mixed with sweet corn. Yeah, well, there's a fact about sweet corn that we'd better not mention here. And 2 Yorkshire puddings. Doubly controversial. Oh, but he does go on to acknowledge the controversy and says, a bit random with the steak, but hey-ho. Just a bit random. But sometimes it's good to be random. Phil Carson is with us and says evening all, and we greet you similarly. I forgot to mention that we are joined, of course, by our perennial and permanent pals, our matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth. If you don't know how these work, then ask in the chat. It will be explained to you. What else have we got? We've got a package that I am dreading opening. I don't know what's in it, but I have already received an apology for the contents. and that does not bode well. We are not going to be joined by 2 Ton Ted the Tentington, or indeed the Netty Petty Pisspot. No Mr. Tickles for them tonight, sadly. However, Sean's box is here, and it's going to get a right old pounding. In fact, we had a voice note, didn't we? We'll have an intermission at past, 6 minutes time. You can make a cup of tea, go to the loo, let the cat out, let your husband in, let some wind out. You can do whatever you like, really. We'll have an intermission, and then we'll have the voice note. Oh, that'll be exciting. Hedgehog of Truth question, Boaty, what did you get up to today? I've already answered it. But I can confirm, under the auspices of the Hedgehog of Truth, that I have told you the complete and absolute truth about what I've done today. So, there you go. The emotional support duck is with us, so quack. What's happened to the wine tonight, bud? It is chilling, Rye Gaming HD. There is no wine until wine o'clock, which is 11 of the o'clock. So don't worry, at 11 o'clock, with some historical and religious precedence, I will turn that water into wine. The Reverend Boaty. People are still questioning whether... If you were wondering, yes, I am a real reverend. Cindy said, what was it Cindy said? You can't be a real reverend. You've never held a service. I can, and I am. I've got a certificate of ordination and a registration number to prove it. I know it's unlikely, but I really am a reverend minister of the church. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Bacon butty for my breakfast in half an hour, says Ross, who is, of course, down under in Australia. So working on a slightly different time frame than us. Not bacon panini. No, not bacon panini. I will never have a bacon panini unless it is provided to me by MELANIE panini. I'm not going to do it myself. That would lessen it. That would sully it. I'm not even entirely sure what. Oh, I do know what a panini is, don't I? It's like a oblong roll that's been squashed, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure it'll be perfectly nice, stuffed full with bacon and HP sauce. But I won't be doing that. Unless I can have a fully authentic MELANIE bacon panini, then it'll just be a normal bacon butty. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice treat for my hashtag Tuesday breakfast. Mike P is with us. A very good evening to you. Food news from Richard. Oh, I haven't even looked. It's bloody Richard. It's going to be steak. This man eats steak or steaks every night of the bloody year. I guarantee you, I promise you I've not looked. Hedgehog of Truth, I promise. I guarantee you it's going to be steak. Let's see. Where was it? Dinner tonight, says Richard, was ribeye steaks. I mean, that is taking the absolute piss, right? Having one steak is bad enough when the rest of us can't afford a bloody non-economy sausage, but to have two steaks, multiple steaks, and it might be more than two. He might have had 3 or 4 for all we know. He just says steaks, plural. Anyway, his dinner tonight was 1 million ribeye steaks and seasonal vegetables with red wine sauce. Bloody hell. Thank you, Simone, for the voice note. 7.9k subs, says the emotional sport duck. Quack. Yeah, something like that. Let's have a look. Oh, God. Doesn't recognise my own bloody face. Subscribers, 7,909. So we are closing in on the 8K subscriber celebration. Yeah, we are just 91 little subscribers away. So that's quite exciting, isn't it? What on earth are you supposed to film me today? Asked Simone, talking about Vlogmas. Mine would be extremely boring and uneventful. Well, just like my live streams then, and my daily vlogs. I don't know what I talk about. I just open my mouth and allow words to come out. You could do similarly. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you're aware, Boaty, says Jonathan, good evening to you, but the new MOT rules come into effect at some point this month, I'm led to believe. I've got no idea what the new MOT rules are. Anybody care to enlighten me? All things Alex, good evening, good evening, good evening. How lovely to have you joining us. Hope you are most awfully well. Skick is with us as well. Good evening, Skick. You paid £20 for 2 CDs, says JB3. Good evening to you. No, I didn't. I bought it off eBay and it was £2.19. It just had that sticker on it. I am not the original owner of this CD. I bought it secondus handicus. Doesn't Officer Crabtree have Bluetooth? No, he doesn't. No Alanis CDs, Boaty, said JB71. Oh, Crabtrees, they were the first ones in there. Obviously, Crabtree's got plenty of Alanis in him. The first 2 CDs to go onto Crabtree's jukebox were, of course, Jagged Little Pill, that I listened to at least once every day of my life, and Supposed Former Infatuation Junkie. They were the first 2 in there. Where all of my vehicles have got Alanis in them, and my portable electric telephonic devices. Oh, and did I mention that we have got, of course, the community portable electronic device upon which you could, some would argue should, and I hope will, leave a voice note. And is this a voice note pinging in just now? Oh, why is nothing recognizing my face? Do you have any thoughts on Ghislaine Maxwell? No, Skick, I have no thoughts whatsoever. None whatsoever. And, right. Burlington Bertie says, good choice, underrated album. Oh, there's some great tracks on it, Burlington Bertie. I particularly enjoy, my favourites are, I love The Importance of Being Idle. I think that is a fantastic track. I like Love Like a Bomb. I like Lila. And I quite like Mucky Fingers. Yeah, good album. Good album. Okay, arguably not up there with What's a Story Morning Glory, which is my favourite Oasis album, and a lot of other people's too, no doubt. But nonetheless, pretty decent album, I would say. Stick It In Your Family album. Stick It In Your Family. Stick It In Your Family. Stick It In Your Family album. The next voice that you hear will be from Devon. I have to press it.
Hello there, Boaty.
Hello.
Paying that box as if Lloyd Grossman was with you, narrating everything you did through your keyhole. Wanker.
Well, I've just cogitated. I can do Lloyd Grossman. Who would live in a house like this? David, it's over to you. Who remembers when he used to do MasterChef? Well, I've just cogitated. I can barely say that without spitting. Right, it's a bit of box pounding, the first of possibly many poundings that Sean's box is going to get tonight. And oh, shall I tell you about this, or shall I keep it as a surprise? I will keep it as a surprise, I think. Right, £1, £1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, disappointing. It just went in. It didn't get stuck. They were getting stuck and now they're going in. And I haven't taken any out. I've not cheated. I wouldn't do that. I didn't get where I am today by cheating. Kind of did, but open the knickers, says Steve Colg. Oh, well, I'm a good boy. I do as I'm instructed. No, I'm going to wait until I've got wine. I might need wine to cushion the shock. That's an after 11 o'clock thing. Emma would like to announce in capital letters that she loves honey roast parsnips. Has Tonic run off with Corrie? Oh, quite possibly, yes. Kegon 1 had steak and eggs for breakfast and a prawn curry this evening. Steak and eggs for breakfast? You lot are eating steak for breakfast? Blood and sons. You wait. Right, you just wait. You just wait until I'm living at Lickpenny, saving all that lovely money. I'm going to eat steak twice a day. Steak and eggs is an amazing breakfast. One of my favourites. God, yeah. I actually will be able to eat steak, won't I? And I'll be able to have beef on Sundays. Oh, it's going to be amazing. What? I should, Coco. I should rub it up. I'm starting to get excited about things now. I'm getting excited about having Netty set up like permanently. So I'm not having to put everything away and get everything out. I can just have her set up for a few months and really enjoy her, assuming she gets through her MOT. I'm excited about getting a Mr. George Roger Boaty back in my life. That's a Caravan, for those who don't know. And then I'm excited about setting the Caravan up into a lovely little home. And then I'm excited about thinning Netty out. That's going to be my plan. Netty is going to be a full, off-grid, prepared, wild camping, standalone girl. I'm looking forward to doing that. So that's going to be her purpose going forward. She's going to be fully off-grid. The lovely the lovely Daniel is going to come up and have a look at her fridge and fettle all the doings and help me with this, that, and the other, because he knows what he's doing, whereas I clearly don't. And yeah, Nettie's going to be off-grid, so I'll strip some bits out of her. There'll be nothing that requires massive amounts of 240 volts. So the microwave will go, the toaster will go. They won't go far. They can just go into the Caravan, you know. But I'm going to strip Nettie down a bit, and she's going to be an off-grid machine. Yeah, and I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. She'll have heat, no microwave, no nonsense. She's got a hob and grill. That's more than enough. The air fryer will stay. Obviously, she's going to have solar panels that I've got in there. She'll have the power station that I've got in there. I must remember to put the code, the discount code, into the descriptions from here on in. So if any of you are thinking of buying one, you can get 10% off using my code Boaty10. Yeah, and she's just going to be all off-grid ready and wonderful. And when we've got Mr. George Roger Boaty in place on a Monday, darlings, and well, why not? Possibly other nights as well. I will just sod off and wild camp with her. Winter, summer, you name it, I'll be out in Netty on a Monday, and possibly other days. And life next year is just going to get really, really exciting. There are other possibilities as well, some of which you know about, one of which you don't. I don't think it can happen, actually. But at the moment, it's a theoretical possibility, but very theoretical. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. I can't wait for that. I'm dreading the moving stuff from Windy Bum and potentially having to get rid of stuff from Windy Bum that I will never see again. Dreading that bit, but I'm not dreading having to live in Netty for a while. I'm quite excited about that. I was thinking about it, and of course, any down thoughts I've had about it, I was misthinking, because it's going to be dead easy. Netty's going to be all set up with everything. It's just going to be like going to a really beautiful home every night. I haven't got to ask about getting the microwave in and out or anything like that. She's just going to be set up, warm, toasty, all ready, assuming she passes her MOT. Somebody has done a nice thing. Who has done that? It's all things Alex. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. And there's a note. To get yourself a tight pair of thermal briefs. Nobody wants to see Boaty's bollocks experiencing a chill. Well, if they were experiencing a chill, you probably wouldn't see them, would you? You'd be less likely to. A chilled bollock tends not to be pendulous. But, oh, bless you. Thank you. I shall immediately start investing in thermal underwear. I had a comment today. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. I had a comment today saying, how are you going to keep warm in Netty over winter? I haven't got much camper van experience, but the experience I have got, they're bloody freezing. Oh, you're gonna be in hell on the cold winter nights. I'm bloody not. I'm bloody not. I've got that oil-filled radiator. She gets hot like that, and she stays hot. It's keeping her cool that's the problem. You know, you stick the heater on the lowest setting, 10 minutes later, it's 27 degrees in there. So I have no fears of being cold. Not when I'm on electric hookup anyway. It might be different on a winter's night when it's -10 outside and you're just dealing with Netty's, whatever heater Netty's got in her. That might be different. But on hookup, not a problem. Somebody else said, if you got cats, wouldn't it be too cold for the poor little kitties in Netty when you were at work? No, God, no. It's going to be toasty in there. That's the one thing we don't have to worry about. And of course, it's an electric radiator, so I don't even have to pay for the electricity to keep it on. It will be on 24/7, and Netty will be toasty, warm, absolutely lovely. I might even buy an electric toilet seat warmer if there is such a thing. There probably is. God, you can buy everything these days, can't you? So yeah, it's all kind of quite exciting, the possibilities that lie ahead. The thought that finally, after however many years it is, I can take Mum on the road trip next September. Hopefully, touch wood, if everything works out. Then towards the middle to end of next year, I might have something that I've not had for a long time, disposable income. For the last decade, any money that I've spent should have been spent on a bill or a debt. And I might not be in that position for all that much longer. Get the debts paid off, get everything paid off, and that'd be quite nice. Eat steak, go on road trips, go into shops and say, have you nothing larger or more expensive, please? Be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, where did I get to in the old comments? I whizzed forward a bit to get to the super duper thing, didn't I? So I don't want to miss any tonight. I'd quite like to see all of them. because we don't get that very much these days, do we? How far back have I got to go? Oh, quite a long way, actually. Bloody hell. How far back have I got to go? Ah, somewhere around here. Yes, we were around here, weren't we? Pendulous Knocking says, oh, and we do, of course, all send Corrie our love and best wishes. Is she actually in hospital, as in inpatient? I know she was going in, but I didn't know whether that was an inpatient thing or just an outpatient appointment. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure we all wish her blessing. She's been posting on Facebook, so we know she's okay. Boatster, says Pendulous Knocking, I've been adversely affected by the suggested mental imagery from today's video. I apologise for that. I don't know where that came from. Therefore, I request you regale us with tales of Bernard's bum cheeks to compensate. Bernard had, and presumably still has, an excellent bottom. Credit where it's due. She had a great arse, and no doubt still has. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was a fine, pert. I can't go in. I'm going to get myself into trouble here. Let's move on. Wrinkles 55 had a sardine sarnie and can't be asked with dinner. Stu is a fan of sardines on toast. Steve McDonald says he'll have a bacon sandwich with red sauce, not brown. Not in this house, he went. Community hugs to all in need, says Peter P, and that's lovely. Nigel quite rightly says, red sauce on bacon, Stephen. Do you drive an EV? I mean, it's just wrong, isn't it? It is just wrong. Netty Kutch, hello to you, my lovely. Tonight's tea, she means dinner, was chicken and mushroom cobbler, cooked by my lovely husband, and it was lush. Yeah, it is a gas guzzling petrol. I should know. I used to own it. Richard says, with these bacon paninis, Melanie is really spoiling us, but she's not, is she? None of us have had one. And quite possibly never will. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, it's going to be steak again. Jimmy Quinn's food news. Dinner, large ribeye steak. Pepper sauce, crab claws, mushrooms, and chips in beef dripping. Congrats on the increase in subs, says Follow the Candlelight. People love misery. They do, don't they? I need to be a lot more miserable on my vlogs. I've been too upbeat lately. I've been laughing. I need to, I need to tone down the upbeatness. I need to sound a lot more down and terrified about the future and, inject some jeopardy. Maybe suggest jumping off a car park again. Joke. Mike P had beef dripping spuds yesterday. Try mine, says Nigel. Mine's a real gas guzzler, 8 miles per gallon. That's not bad. I think my record was set in a series. Oh, I can't remember if it was a Series 1 or a Series 2 Jensen Interceptor. I drove it from Wolverhampton to the showrooms and got, I think it was 6.5 mpg. I've had Jaguars easily down to single figures, V12 Jags. I never got a figure from my Lincoln Continental. I wish I had, because God knows what that would have been. Days gone by, good evening to you. And they say hello to everybody. Burlington Bertie, at least your taste in music is impeccable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bluetooth is a must, says Film Promotes. Yeah, I don't have Bluetooth in any of my vehicles. Oh, MINGEBAG has got Bluetooth in an aftermarket stereo. So yeah. Two things I want to treat Netty to if she passes an MOT and when I've got some money. A nice Bluetooth stereo. Maybe one of those jobs that pop out and the screen comes up, so you've got sat nav and everything, and it's all plumbed into your phone. Something like that. That would be nice. And the other thing I really, really, really want for her is I think they're called Moon something hub caps, wheel trims, whatever they're called. Moon boot, moon dust, moon something. You can get these beautiful chrome dished wheel trims with white around the edge, and they would look amazeballs on Netty. So she'll get some of those next year if she passes her MOT. And when I reach a financial situation when I can lash out £94 on a set of 4 bloody wheel trims, which is crazy, I know, but they would look good. Maybe your device is not recognizing your face because you haven't had any wine yet. Yes, that would be it. That would be it. Imagine if there's no knickers in the package. We'll lose subscribers. I've got plenty on the table in there. I'll just bring those back in. Richard says, Dad's Jensen Interceptor Series 3 was doing 7 mpg. There you go. There you go. Great minds thinking alike there. Yes, yes. JB3, I love you. JB71 says, good impression of Mr. Grossman. Thank you. But yeah, JB3, that is exactly where that comes from. Well, I've just cogitated. That's where it comes from, and you recognized it. You're just a fakey cake maker, and I ain't got time for you. Who else recognizes that? Come on, come on. Join me and JB3. You can be, if you know where that comes from, and well, I've just cogitated. If you know where that comes from and who said it, then you can be in the cool gang with me and JB3. I love it when it goes straight in, says Colin 1890. Well. Jason Rigby, hi everyone, just got in from work. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pour yourself a glass of something nice. Bang your slippers on, settle in. Emma or Matron not here tonight, asked Colin. We haven't seen Matron, but Emma is around. Steak and eggs set you up for the day, says Caregon1. 4 decent-sized rumps on offer in Lidl at the moment for 12 quid. Beyond my means, but... Oh, follow the candlelight. Got a food shop being delivered tomorrow morning and ribeye steaks are on the list. Hopefully they don't get substituted. Boaty could do through the bunghole, says Richard. Through the bunghole could be a winner, says Stu. Oh, dear. No, I haven't done an unboxing vid of the power station. I did it on a live. Excuse me. So you can leave the caravan at the site so long as you're not living there during the 2 months you need to vacate, says Jason. Are you sure about that? Because I haven't checked that out. Joe PM6ZG, good evening to you. What's your background, says he. Well, there's a picture there of a couple embracing in Paris in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower. There's a gas fire that no longer works, attached to a back boiler that is no longer operative. There's my work bag there. And there is the door of many delights over there. So, welcome to my background. Oh, and there's a fridge freezer there. And then all things Alex did that very kind thing, a super duper duper thing. Thank you so much for that. Oh, hello, Lord Stiff Upper Lip is off to sleep. Good night to you. That's the thing that would get me sorting out all the possessions, says Barry Scrotter. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that. Ross hasn't been in for a while. Yeah, it's nice to see him here tonight. He has Netty at 27 degrees. Surprised he even has any clothes on. Well, I don't when I'm asleep. Saint Rav Z, good evening to you. Ross is saying hello again. The cats will keep Netty warm, says Steekold. Dan says, Jason, don't mind occasional cat... Yeah, they wouldn't do that. I would train them. You'll need a litter tray for the cats, Boaty. Oh, thank you. I wondered how that worked. Bum, 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 bum. Josh is with us. You only have to empty the litter box every 7th month. That's a reference to me and my chemical doings. Oh dear. Anyway, we said good evening to Josh, didn't we? And speaking of Matron, and she will appear. Matron is amongst us, Planet Greenwood. Tracy, the community matriarch and owner-operator of the Community Bosom. They don't need litter trays. They can go outside. Not that moon cup, no. Not a moob cup, no. Not a furry cup, no. I'll be pulled up for thrashing the electric. I never have been before, so. And it's really high-powered electric there as well. It's the full dose. Nothing's going to trip out, and it's not metered. Anyway, little Netty hardly uses any. Outlander says it's illegal to put HB sauce on a panini. Well, you know, I'm a bit of a lawbreaker. Alan Simpson is back from the pub quiz and came second. Greetings, honourable community, says he. And greetings to you. Netty Cut says, instead of selling all your belongings, would you be able to store some small items in your car boots and back seat until you get a caravan? Well, the point is, they wouldn't be able to go in a caravan. I'm talking about my furniture. And I would need an actual place for my furniture to go. It couldn't go into a caravan or anything like that. So the only hope for the furniture would be the Sherpa's Lodge. Hedgehog of Truth, Boaty, could you store some of your stuff above the restaurant in one of the rooms? Potentially. But only if I was getting upstairs, because obviously if I'm not getting upstairs, somebody else is going to be moving in there, in which case, no. Obviously we can't use it when it's somebody else's property. When is Netty's MOT? Well, it's due by the 27th, but I know where she needs to go now. I spoke to my mechanic today, and I will be ringing them in the morning and getting her booked in ASAP. Are you allowed to have one of those Kita outdoor storage thingies on your plot, Boaty? Might come in handy. I don't know. Have you considered a storage facility for stuff? Asked Wrinkles55. I pay 100 quid a month for mine and you can fit a car in it. I can't be paying £100 a month for anything. Not for a few months. Oh, it's nearly 1 o'clock, says Dan, and it is indeed. Is it illegal to put HP sauce on melanini? Asked JB3. God, you would have to check. Hope you move into the Sherpa's Lodge, says Steve Cole. Getting that would be a massive thing. 27th, payday, says Simone. Not for me. Payday's the 23rd and the 1st. And amazingly, I've caught up with the comments. How amazing am I?
Hello there, Boaty.
Oh, I didn't mean to do
Pay
that.
that box if you woke up in the
I didn't mean to do that. I was just checking to see if there were any voice notes I'd missed. No, I've caught up with everything. I've caught up with voice notes. I've caught up with the comments and have hardly ignored any. And it's not even 11 o'clock. Bloody hell. How much of a professional am I? So on that basis, we will have an intermission as we roll into wine o'clock. Oh, yes. I'm getting peckish now. Looking forward to my staff curry. Now, what shall we talk about in hour 2, I wonder? God, that Momo chutney, I'm going to have to face that again tomorrow. Honest to God, it's a killer. I'm sitting there trying to eat Momo, and the sweat is just falling onto the plate. It is so hot. It is ridiculous, like everything else that man makes. However, nobody else in the restaurant, nobody else can eat it. I'm the only one that can take it, apart from Omrit himself, obviously. So being a stupid man and a bit macho, I take a bit of pride in that. Which is silly, really, isn't it? God, I'm looking forward to my bacon sandwich as well. How amazing is life when you have things like this in it? And I enjoyed driving opposite CRABTREE. I quite enjoy being in the bright lights of the city and the hustle and bustle. Every now and then, I quite like a little bit of that, just so I appreciate coming back here. And it was nice to be in the casino. You know, that was my local. That's what I discussed in the video. That was my local for a long time. Nice to go back and see some old friends. Oh, and I had a free drink. Always nice to have a free drink, isn't it? Because I am an old friend of the establishment. Although God knows I made a hell of a lot more out of them than they ever made out of me. Well, they never made anything out of me, did they? In all of the years that I was there, never lost a penny. Never lost a penny. Right. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful, ladies. Do not be taken unawares. Keep your hand on your halfpennies. But above all, to each and every one of you, with joy and kindness and optimism in my heart and sincerity rammed right up my back bottom, get stuffed. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Pour the wine and sniff those knickers, says Wrinkles. Is there a basement under the restaurant of Clay Cross you could stick some bits in? People forget about basements. Well, I don't, because we have cellars, big cellars at both restaurants. But guess what? Guess what we keep in our cellars? all the booze. That's where all of the barrels are for the draft, and yeah, we keep all of the booze down there, so there's no spare room. The reality is this. If I don't get a bricks and mortar base of some sort, then all of the furniture has simply got to go. Yes, it will be sad. It'll actually be a bit of a heartbreak, but it will have to go. Ornaments and knickknacks I can keep. Art, some of it I wouldn't bother. Some of it is quite dear to me. So yeah, I could keep that. Some of my ornaments are very dear, but you know, they can stay. They could go in the caravan. But all of the furniture would have to go. A lot of the dinnerware would have to go. Some appliances would have to go. They couldn't go in the caravan. But yeah, it would be a bit of a wrench. It would be a bit of a wrench, it has to be said. But at the end of the day, as somebody pointed out, it's just stuff. And I think I mentioned this one of the other nights. I live quite minimalistically in real terms. I use the same glass, the same mug. I only use one, the same plate, the same bowl, and I just wash it up each time. Now, I've got about 5 full dinner services here. I don't use them. I don't entertain anymore. Nobody comes around to eat. So I don't really need it all. It's just sentimental. All I really need is what I use on a daily basis. And that's a glass, a mug, a plate, a bowl, a knife and fork, a spoon, a saucepan, a steamer. I don't actually need that much. I hardly have any clothes because they cost money, and I haven't got any of that. And I'm not really bothered about clothes. Never really have been. Oh, apart from, you know, when I had real money and I used to wear designer shit, you know, spending £1,000 on a bloody shirt. I think I will be quite happy living minimalistically. I actually think it will really suit me. So I don't have any fears about that. But in an ideal world, I would love to keep my furniture. Now, as things stand, there are 2 possible options, I think. Now, I don't know about the hotel. Now, Bish has obviously said that there's a place at the hotel for me if I need it. Now, I would need to, I'm going to go there and scope it out, because I don't know whether that would mean that I would just have a permanent, or at least the possibility of a permanent hotel room there, set up as a hotel room, or whether I could have like an ensuite room bare shell that I could then whack some of my furniture in. I don't know. And I don't know how there's a lot of I don't knows about that. I don't know if I'm running the hotel as was originally mooted, in which case I would expect the accommodation to be free of charge. If I'm not running the hotel and I'm expected to pay for the accommodation, I probably can't afford it. So that's kind of a potential. The other option is, of course, the favoured option, and that's the Sherpa's Lodge. So that's upstairs at my restaurant at Ripley. Now, the ideal situation would be to get that, furnish it with all of my stuff and more, and run that as an Airbnb. I could have it as my permanent address. I could stay there and have a bath when nobody else was staying there. But my furniture could go there. And that would be my preference, because it would also mean that I was running it as an Airbnb and there's an additional income stream. The other possibility is a bit out there. Somebody offered me a house share. Or to be more precise, an apartment share. And the figures kind of make sense. The logistics would be tricky because of the geographical location, except that the geographical location would actually appeal in some ways. So I wouldn't mind the inconvenience and compromise. But I'm not sure how serious that is as a thought. So I don't know if that's actually a possibility or not. But, you know, these are knocking around the edges. I mean, the great thing is, thank God and thank you guys, as long as we can scrape the money together, we know I'm not going to be on the street. Because as long as it's only down to money now, and I'm so much more comfortable with that, because that's certainty. You've got the certainty of knowing that, right, you've got this, all you've got to do is pay for it. Well, that's a simpler problem than saying you haven't got anything, and even if you do get something, then you've got to pay for it. Well, that's an unknown. I've got the certainty now. I know I've got that seasonal pitch as long as I can pay for it. So that's great. We know that I'm safe in Windy Bum until the end of the year. Yeah, I do know that. I do know that. I know I'm absolutely safe until the end of the year. And I know that the seasonal pitch begins on the 1st of January. So we're okay. There's an unknown in Netty's MOT, and somebody asked about this. Netty does have to be MOT'd and taxed to be on the seasonal. Because she's a motorised vehicle, she has to be road legal to comply with the laws. As does any car, of course, that's on the pitch. Obviously, a Caravan is a different kettle of halibut, but a motorhome, it's got to be taxed and MOT'd. Now, if Netty catastrophically fails her MOT, then the emergency plan then is it's going to have to be an emergency buy of a very cheap Caravan, like 100 quid or 200 quid Caravan, a real Mr. George Rajabati, and make do. Yeah, that's the fallback nuclear button emergency option, a ridiculously cheap Caravan. Hopefully, please God, touch wood, it won't come to that. But that would be it. I mean, thank God we've got CRABTREE, who is a perfect towing car. So we would be able to pick one up. But one way or another, that's the thing to cling on to, that I'm not going to be on the street. I'm not going to be without some form of home. I'll be safe. I'll be warm, as long as I can pay for it. Yeah. I'll be safe. I'll be warm, and I will be dry. I'll have somewhere to cook, somewhere to sleep, somewhere to eat. And what more do you need? What more do you need? And anything more than that is just going to be a bonus. So the Sherpa's Lodge, the hotel, a flat share, apartment share, whatever, anything else would be a bonus. Those are the basics, and you got to think about that. Oh, who's done? It's not recognizing my face again. Oh, Bernadette, that's very kind. Right, I must say that over the space of the last 24 hours, I've had another couple of buy me a coffees, a £5 and a £10, and I've had a couple of PayPals as well, and just another one there from Bernadette. People just chucking a fiver into the pot. And it's really, really, really appreciated. Thank you very much. I have got, I've set up a savings pot on an online digital bank thingy, an interest savings account, but instant access, 3%, whatever. And as I said on the video, I'm bunging stuff into there for the lickpenny fees. So as I said on the video, anything that comes in from PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee or anything like that, anything that anybody kindly chucks into the pot, that gets transferred into there, and that won't be touched. That is simply to go towards these site fees, so that when the 3rd of December comes around, hopefully, well, I mean, 3rd of December will obviously come around, but no, hopefully there'll be there'll be something in there. Well, there will be, because there already is. In addition to that, obviously, when Sean's box is emptied, that can go in. And when my YouTube earnings land on the 23rd or shortly thereafter, they will go in. And that won't be touched. It'll earn a little bit of interest, whatever few quid is sitting in there. And, you know, that'll be our starter for 10 for the first payment. So thank you to anybody who's done the Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal thing. Obviously, if you've done a super chatty thing or anything like that on eBay, gifted channel memberships, anything of that nature, that rolls into your YouTube earnings, and that comes out you get that on your payday on the following month. So I had a super chat tonight, didn't I? All things Alex, thank you very much. I'll get that on the 23rd of December or shortly thereafter. I'll get 30% of it, and that will then be in the pot ready for the 3rd of January, which will be the second payment. So a massive, massive thank you to all of you who've done a thing like that. It's all gone in the pot, and it's all going to help literally somebody sent a quid, bless them. Somebody sent a quid on Buy Me a Coffee, and it's going to help. It's going to make a difference. It's, you know, that's what the amount is made up of. It seems like a big, scary amount. Well, maybe it doesn't to lots of you, but to me, it seems like a massive, scary amount. But at the end of the day, it's 825 little quids. And what's a quid? I bung a quid in Sean's box every day. It's just 825 of those. And I can do that. And bless you, I'm getting some help as well. And I really appreciate it. And just to reiterate on again, that's been covered on the videos and whatnot, I'm not going to do a GoFundMe or anything of that nature. Absolutely not. I gave my reasons. Other people chimed in and said what they've seen on other channels and the fallout from it. And yeah, there is all of that. But I just wouldn't be morally comfortable with that. If people like me or enjoy the videos, God knows why they would, or get some value from the community and wants to do a super chatty thing or a little PayPal thing or a Buy Me a Coffee, fantastic, lovely. I massively appreciate it, and with all of my heart. And anybody who does that, when I'm in a better situation, I'll track you down and I'll damn well buy you lunch or cook your lunch. But I'm not going to put a thing out there where I ask. That's beyond the pale for me. But please understand that these little bungs into my virtual pot, they are massively, massively appreciated. Because I know that it's something you want to do. I don't shout out. I don't say, you can do this. Here's where you find the thing. I don't mention any of that. So you guys are finding where the things are. I'm not even going to say it now. You're making the effort to find out where the things to do these things are, and you're doing them, which just shows that, you know, you're lovely people. And anyway, there we are. There we are. So thank you very much. There is a pot. It is rising up a bit. We've got Sean's box to add to it. We've got the YouTube stuff to add to it when that comes. So we've kind of got a head start, is the way that I'm looking at it. We've got a head start on when that scaredy day comes around, and the old direct debit boings in. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'll find a way. Excuse me. Do you have any pets? Asks Netty Kutch. Fish, only fish. This place, technically, I'm not allowed to have pets here. It's a rented property. Although, if I asked Chris if I could have a cat or a dog, I know it wouldn't be a problem. I did have a cat here for a while when the new people moved in at the bottom of the row, and their cat decided he didn't like them and he liked me a lot better, and he moved in here. That was about, I don't know, 7 years ago, something like that. Lovely cat, Tiger, his name was, a ginger Tom, and he was great. And he loved it here, and I loved having him, but the owners weren't as happy about it. And he came here whenever they let him out. So they turned him into a house cat, and they take him out on walks for a lead, so that he can't escape. And I've never seen a cat on a lead before, but anyway, so he can't escape and come here.
Okay.
What? I didn't summon you or ask you anything. Stop it. Stop being so silly. Oh, somebody's done a thing. It's Mark 1MC. Oh, God, that's very kind. Oh, that's really kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see, now that will be in the pot on the 23rd or shortly thereafter of next month. So we're already building up a pot for January. So that's amazing. Bless you. Thank you very much indeed. I'm really grateful. Oh. Oh, I've lost where I was now. Need to get back to the comments, don't we? Hold on. God, how far back? God, you lot are busy. I talk about something else for 30 seconds, and there's 54 million comments all of a sudden. That, oh, right. But here's where I got to, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Netty Kutch asked me if I had any pets. There we are. What's the best and worst chat-up lines we've ever used? Asked Colin. Mine is simple, and the woman has yet to be born who can resist mine. I'm not going to do it for you. You long-term viewers, you know what it is. You know exactly what it is. Matron, the M11, I'm looking at you, and it works. It's a great line. It's a great line. But I'll be interested to read everybody else's response. Matron says, the worst chat-up line that was delivered to me was, I'd love to hang out at the back of you. Yeah, that's pretty awful. Follow the Candlelight says, cheers, Boaty. I'm off to bed and sleep. Good night, all. Good night to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, it's that time, isn't it? 22 minutes past 8. I said to one woman, says Colin, I'd love to drive my train through your deep canyon. That's okay. Oh, and apparently it worked. Oh, well done. You drank that quicker than the water earlier. Well, I would do. It's wine. It's wine. God. By the time wine o'clock rolls around, I'm ready for it, darlings. I am ready for it. Even on a day off, I don't touch a drop before wine o'clock. So when wine o'clock rolls around, I am ready. And I've suffered today. I ate omelette, Momo chutney. Bloody hell. Oh, God. If any of you are brave, come round to whatever dwelling I'm in at any given point. And if I've got some of Omrit's food in stock, I'll give it to you to try. I tell you, it takes no prisoners. Oh, I haven't got that far keg on one. The afternoon power nap. My dear friend Paul, Paul Cooper, that is, not Mustard. He's a power napper. Greatly believes in it. I've never done it. I do not nap. Neither do I sleep on trains or, annoyingly, aeroplanes. I've never been able. I've done a lot of long haul flying, and I've never been able to sleep, which is really annoying. And when you're commuting between the States and the UK, which I did for quite a period, I used to do it on the red eye on Virgin Atlantic. That was O'Hare to Heathrow and vice versa. I could never sleep, no matter what. So I drank instead. And parted with the stews when it was a really quiet one. And afterwards in the hotel. Had some, I can't tell you about that. Hedgehog of Truth question from Emma. You are so minimalistic. Why did you need the 9 wooden cooking utensils in NETTY? Emma, I didn't. I wanted 3 or 4 because I thought they would look good hanging on that bit of wall, which was just an empty bit of space. I looked at 3 or 4 from Sainsbury's and they cost a fortune, whereas I could get that great big bundle from the pound shop for £1. So I bought the great big bundle for £1 and put them all up there. I don't need them. They're completely, obviously, the majority of them are surplus to requirements, but there you go. I've got loads of utensils here, hardly use any of them. I used to when I used to entertain, but that's the thing, I suppose. A lot of what I've got around me relates to different times in my life. You know, times when I was married, when I had children, when I had family, when I used to entertain, when we used to do dinner parties. And it's kind of just me hanging on to the past. This was actually quite a sobering thought, that I kind of live like one of those old people who've got big houses, but they only live in one room or one room in their bedroom, and they just use the same things. I'm a bit like that. It probably will suit me living in a caravan or motorhome. I'm probably ideally suited to it. Has somebody done a kind thing? Full of Hope has gifted a channel membership. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Right, let's go through the comments. Thank you, Full of Hope. Burlington Bertie says, I like the Windy Bottom Railway sign on the door behind and the Fiat 500 poster. Yeah, I love them too. Sadly, the railway sign, that's not going to pertain to anywhere else, isn't it? But that will be kept as a dear memory of Windy Bum. The Fiat 500, that was, again, that's a keeper. That will go with me wherever I am. That was a gift from my friend Big Tall Steve. After I filmed a video of his newly acquired little Fiat 500, Luigi, that he imported from Sicily. And we did a video. He's 6'7", I'm 6'5". That's a Fiat 500. We both drove it. It's a brilliant video. Do check it out. It's there on the channel. Steve is lovely. Steve has been a dear friend for decades. So yeah, absolute keepers. Minimalist with half a dozen cars, says Cairgorn 1, somewhat sarcastically. That's different. That's not inside the house. They don't count. I'm just thinking about the neighbours at the caravan site, says Jason. Could they be gypsies? Not that I have anything against gypsies. On a caravan and motorhome club site? No, they really couldn't. Not that I have nothing against gypsies either, and I would very happily live amongst them, to be honest with you. I genuinely would, but no, the Romany way of life does not include caravan and motorhome club sites. I can assure you of that. My neighbours will be, well, if they've got a seasonal pitch, my neighbours will be elderly and very, very quiet. I guarantee it. I mean, we'll have some fun with the videos because we'll find out, won't we? I mean, it's going to be fascinating looking at the people who choose to spend all of that time on a site. Maybe I can speak to them, make friends with them, get their stories. Why are they there? It'll be really interesting. But honestly, on a caravan and motorhome club seasonal pitch, which are the most expensive seasonal pitches out there, let's not forget that. 3 times more expensive than the norm. Then the people who are there, they're going to be wealthy people, which means they're likely to be elderly. They'll have amazing setups. They'll be very quiet, very respectful. In other words, they will be typical caravan and motorhome club people, and that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to redefine the caravan and motorhome club because I am going to be a bit different, and you know, I'm going to bring a bit of a different dynamic, but it will be done respectfully. But I can assure you that, yeah, I mean, you've all looked at well, you might not all have, but many of you will have looked at the NETTY videos since March the 31st this year at the Caravan and Motorhome Club sites I've been to. You know what it's like. They're all really old. They they get settled in for 7 o'clock, curtains drawn by 7:30, 8 o'clock. They're all asleep by 9. They've all got amazing setups worth tens or hundreds of thousands of pounds. They're all up at 6 o'clock in the morning getting stuff. And yeah, I'm going to be the firebrand rebel there. So yeah, there are not going to be any travellers or Romany people there, although I have spent a lot of time hanging out with travellers and with genuine Romanies, and I love them to bits, to be honest. I love them to bits. And I would very happily spend time in a Romany camp or a traveller camp. I genuinely would. They're a good and bad everywhere in the world and in all people, but all of them that I've encountered, they've been great. They've been absolutely brilliant, and genuinely, there've been several times in my life where I've had the company. Certainly, when I had the car place, we had a Romany site just down the road, and we got on amazingly. We got on amazingly well. I could store stuff down there. They were lovely. We'd look after each other. I'd sell them stuff at mate rates, and they were great. They were brilliant. I think I've been all around the world, to the nicest places, to the worst places. I've been places where you shouldn't go. It's not safe to go if you're white, even though I'm not. I know I look white. I'm not, but I look it. I've been to the poorest people. In my experience, generally speaking, there are obviously exceptions, but generally speaking, people are good. Whatever their religion, race, color, creed, beliefs, generally people are good. And that's the basis that I go on. I assume I work on the basis when I encounter a person or a group of people or a country or whatever it is, I assume that people are good until they prove otherwise. And more often than not, I'm right. Class doesn't matter. Education doesn't matter. My group of dearest friends throughout my life has been really eclectic. When I was at my very wealthiest, the richest I've ever been in my life, so we're talking seriously rich, multimillionaire, my best, closest and dearest friend, who has now sadly passed away, was unemployed and playing the system, lived in a council house in a really dodgy area of Birmingham, and yet he was my dearest, closest friend, and as was his family. Sadly, he passed away, and there was a video on it when I went to his funeral. I think it was the back end of last year, or was it the year before? I'm talking about Rob Carling. His real name is Rob Smith. He kind of got on board with me when I started the singing thing. I met him when I was doing the karaoke's and the amateur talent circuit, and the other people that I adored, Jeff, Paul C, Fred, Caroline, all of those wonderful, wonderful people. And it didn't matter that I was this and they were that. That didn't matter. They were nice people. And I was a half nice person. And people are just good, I think. And I don't judge anybody. I don't prejudge anybody by anything, by any demographic. I don't care how they look. I don't care how they're dressed. I don't care how much money they appear to have. I don't care what color their skin is. I don't care what car they're driving. I don't care if they're living in a caravan, or I don't care about anything. They're just a person trying to get through life, the same as I am, the same as we all are. And the probability is that they're good, that they are intrinsically deep down. The probability is that they're a good person. And you could do worse than work on that premise, to be honest. Throw everything else out the window. Our little community, we're a good example of that. None of us know, initially, none of us know anybody else's circumstances, and we will all have our histories and our things that we're ashamed of and things that we're proud of. Some of us will be better placed financially than others. We're from different countries, different social backgrounds, different educational backgrounds. Does it matter? Does it ask? We're just nice people who gather together in a virtual sense on a nightly basis and give a shit and have a laugh. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Or am I talking piffle? I think that's what it's all about. God, that was a bit of a rant. And I can't remember what comment it was that caused that rant. Bear with. We'll have a little intermission as we roll into the final 20 minutes of tonight's symposium. I love this bit. I love this bit of the night where you've done the day, you've done the things that you need to do, the things that you should do, or maybe you haven't, but you know, you've decided you'll do them tomorrow. And you just welly down the wine a bit, and you know that that's it, the day's done, and you just, whatever, chill out. You're going to have a bit more wine, you're going to have something to eat, you're going to go to sleep, and that's this day done, and done well. And guess what? As always, never forget, new world in the morning. Every morning that we are blessed to have the opportunity to wake up, it's a new world. And when you wake up, you have the choice of how that day is going to be for you. You don't know what you're going to have to face on that day. It could be adversity, it could be whatever, but you have the choice every morning that you're blessed to wake up as to whether that day will be a day where you take joy from anything and anywhere that you can, whether it's bird song. Even if you've had the worst news in the world, there will still be something from which you can take joy. Bird song, a beautiful scenery, steak and eggs for breakfast. There'll be something, and you can make that decision every single morning. And you know, maybe you will decide that today I will take joy, and I will try and help somebody else to take joy. And I hope you do. We're coming into the cold spell. Nobody, well, not many people have neighbours anymore. If you've got neighbours, and especially if you've got elderly neighbours, and you see them out putting out the bin, just say hello, say good morning. Make sure they've got, if you're well blessed, make sure that they've got a bit of food in the cupboard and that they've got enough money on the gas meter to put the heating on. Just, you know, don't know where I'm going with this, but take joy, take delight in the fact that every day is a gift, and give a little bit of a shit about the people that are around you. And you probably already know this. It took me a long time to learn it. I wish I'd learned it earlier in life. I would have been a happier and a better person. It took a lot to get me to learn that. I'm proud I learned it, but I wish I'd learned it earlier. God, that's a bit profound, isn't it, for this time of night? Right, okay. Boaty running the hotel would be amazing content for the channel. It would be a laugh, wouldn't it? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it would just be the third series of Faulty Towers that we never got. Boaty Towers. Oh, Ross has got to go. Yeah. You've got a day ahead of you, mate. I hope it goes well. He won't even get one day off if he runs the Sherpa's Lodge. I don't want a day off. I'm no good at days off. Run the hotel like Basil Fawlty and don't mention the Germans. We could have some fun with this, couldn't we? I mean, there is quite a lot of Basil Fawlty in me, isn't there? Let's be honest. I'm inappropriate. I'm snobbish. I'm as tall as Basil Fawlty, yes. And Steve says he is. I can vouch for Faulty Boaty's height. Oh, the MOT exempt. That's a couple of years away. Nettie's got a couple of MOTs to go before she gets free tax and MOT. You did, Stu. Bless you. You did get me an emergency blanket. Boaty, did Nettie have any advisories on the last MOT? Good question. I was talking about this with a friend just before the live stream. Yeah, she did. Nettie failed her last MOT catastrophically. Various things. The biggest things were rot, corrosion, as you would expect. That's what kills those things, those Talbots and many other campers and motorhomes. She failed massively on corrosion. She failed on headlights, windscreen wipers, couple of other things, and then advisories. The advisories were more corrosion. That was going to be a fail in times to come, probably straight away the next year. Passenger door handle works but is insecure, and 3 wheel bearings with slight play. Now, she subsequently passed an MOT because the Nettie's previous owner, the artist formerly known as Dampaps, had the welding done. Well, her mechanic organised the welding to be done, but she didn't just have the fail welding done. She had the advisory welding done as well. So when she passed her MOT, and obviously all of the fail items were sorted, there was new windscreen wiper, linkage, headlights sorted, all of that kind of thing. So when she passed her MOT, there were 2 advisories. One was there were 4. One was the door handle. That doesn't matter. It does work. It's just all loose and crappy. The other 3 were 3 wheel bearings with slight play, and I can hear them. They are on their way. Whether they are fails now or could still get by on an advisory, I don't know. There was no advisory on corrosion because the advisory welding was done as well as the fail welding. So in terms of the next MOT, this MOT, if that welding was done properly and it was paid for to be done properly, I know that much, then Nettie should be solid. If it was bodged we could be in trouble. So that's the big worry. Other than that, she might need some wheel bearings, or they might get by on an advisory. The door handle will be an advisory again, and that's neither here nor there. Other things, I don't see any obvious fails. The exhaust is new. The tyres are all nearly new, fairly new. The brakes seem absolutely fine. The handbrake might be a little bit down on efficiency, but it's not bad. I think you'd have to be a harsh tester to fail the handbrake. And she drives really, really well. Emissions should be sorted now. Oh, the other advisory was a very minor oil leak. So if the welding was done, if it wasn't bodged for one MOT, if it was done properly, and it was paid for to be done properly, but that doesn't mean it was. But if it was done properly, I think we could be okay. There might be other things that have come up in the intervening year, of course. She's not done much. Since the MOT, I think Carol did about, I don't know, I think she probably did 1,000 miles or less. I've done about 1,400 miles. Please God, touch wood, if that welding was done properly, I think she might be okay. Relatively okay. No doubt there will be some bits, but I don't think there's going to be, I hope that there won't be anything life-ending as long as that welding was done to a proper standard. If it was proper welding, not just MOT welding. I mean, we'll see. It's all second guessing, isn't it? We'll see. But, you know, she starts, she stops, the engine runs well, the brakes seem fine, the lights all work, the indicators all work, tyres are good, exhaust is good. Okay. In the cab area, she's as rotten as a pear in places, but that's superficial. That doesn't come under the MOT. So, well, I mean, we hope for the best. We hope for the best. Sorry, that went down the wrong way, but I waited until Boaty had wine sloshing about, but bet you won't answer this. Hedgehog of Truth question, Boaty. How much is left to pay off on NETTY? I don't want to answer that, but it's Hedgehog of Truth. This is a seminal moment. Am I honest? Are these live streams a load of smoke and mirrors? Is the Hedgehog of Truth a nonsense? Or am I actually completely honest with you people? I'm going to prove that I'm going to answer that, and I'm going to be as honest as I can. How much is left to pay off on NETTY? Right, Hedgehog of Truth, I don't know. I would have to check, but I can tell you approximately. And it is approximately 2.5 grand. I could tell you exactly, but I would have to check how much I've already paid. So, but that is a Hedgehog of Truth, completely honest answer. So there you go. There you go. It's real. I'm not clever enough, and I'm not sober enough some of the time to do any, oh, forgive the word, but bullshit and do the fake stuff and this, that, and the other. It's all truth. Yeah. It's about 2.5, something around there. And the deal was that, actually, I don't need to tell you this. You've not asked for this. I'm giving you too much information. I would love to get Netty paid off. And when I had the accident, the one silver cloud from the silver lining to the cloud from the accident was that with the compensation for the life-changing injuries, and believe me, every day I'm still suffering from that accident. I don't talk about it, maybe I don't show it, but every day I am really debilitated by it. The one silver lining was that there should be a few quid coming from it, and that was going to pay off Netty, because Carol, bless her, has been a legend, not hassled me or anything, just been patient. I pay off a relatively nominal amount every week, and I have done every week since March the 31st, never missed one. But it's a relatively nominal amount, and there's obviously still quite a lump to pay off, and I would love to get it paid off. And the accident was supposed to do that. You know, I didn't wish for the accident, obviously, and I wish that I didn't have the health issues that I've got now, and the mobility issues and the pain and the discomfort and the inconvenience and the embarrassment, actually. Some of the things I've been left with after the accident are embarrassing. I wish I didn't have those, and I didn't invite them. But that silver lining was that I could get Netty paid off. And the insurance company is still pissing about. I made a phone call today. Somebody said in a comment, be a pain in the ass, ring them up every day. Maybe they'll. And so I thought, yeah, that makes sense. So I rang them today. I threatened them with the insurance ombudsman, all of that kind of thing. As and when anything comes through, that will either pay off Netty or at least go towards it as a lump sum. Every penny that comes through will go to that. I promise that from to myself, if not anybody else, from day one. But yeah, there we go. There you go. You've had a very honest, wine-fueled hedgehog of truth question. It's about 2.5. Which is quite a lot of money, really, isn't it? And I wish I was in a position to just pay it. Especially, it wasn't so much of a big deal when we were mates, but we're not mates anymore, sadly. I wish we were, but as you know, we're not. And that kind of makes it all the worse. And that's why I really would have loved to have got it paid off, because it's one thing falling out with somebody, but it's another falling out with them when they owe you money or you owe them money, or just makes it that much more awkward. And I would love to be able to solve that situation. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, I forgot about the package. I forgot about this. We need to do this, don't we? Right, hang on. Let's have a... Boaty says, Nigel, you said in today's video that you pay tax in the UK, USA and Ireland. You should only be paying tax in the UK. Check your tax details in YouTube Studio. I've checked them all, Nigel. Yes, we've got a deal with the USA. We only pay relatively pennies on tax in the USA and in Ireland, but we do still pay tax. It might not be much because there is a deal in place between the governments, but I and you, we all pay tax in those 3 places. Has anybody had a vindaloo from Boaty's restaurant? Yes, lots of people. Oh, and everybody's asking for the package. Lots of thanks are going to. Oh, hang on. Oh God, that's disappeared. Where's that gone? Many thanks have gone to Mark 1 MCR for the super duper thingy, and my thanks as well. Thank you so much. I will open the package pretty much now. My restaurant, it's the restaurant where I work. It's bloody amazing. It is amazing. The food is sensational. Don't question it. Oh, right. The chat up lines. Oh, Emma, not quite. You're close, but you're not quite. Matron says, oh, God, Emma, I was in the room when he did that to Mustard. It was very sexy. It works, I tell you. Should be able to do some drive-by bummings if he gets that plot 119. My microphone is about to die. Oh, and then we got the gifted membership. Thank you very much for that. Thank you so much, Full of Hope. And it went to Sally and Buck. So thank you very much and welcome to channel membership, Sally Ann. Right, let's open this. We'll read the rest of the comments and then, what time is it? Oh God, it's midnight. Time to start off. Oh, right, what have we got here? Okay, what the bloody hell is this? Fucking hell. Is that a pair of knickers? Jesus Christ, it's a pair of panties. What? Right, I'm putting these on. God above. Right, this has got to be done. Sorry, darlings, I do apologise for what is about to happen. I can't not do this. Oh, is that a leg or the waist? Oh, I should have kept my pants on, really. These might be a bit loose. Fucking hell. Really? Really? I mean, who could actually wear... I'm putting my pants back on. This is not safe. This is an unsafe situation. Jesus Christ. Oh, my ass. Oh, I hope the neighbours aren't watching. God above. Oh, lordy, lordy. Excuse me. I had to do that. God. Come on, somebody say it. You don't get this on Hub now. Oh, God. Oh, Lord above. When I woke up this morning, I had no idea that my night would end like this. I know who sent these, and somebody has got a lot to answer for. So there you are, darlings. That is a somewhat, one might say, I'm decent, aren't I? Yeah. A somewhat capacious pair of bloomers. I mean, fucking hell. What nature of thing would fit these? I mean, I could live in that gusset. I could actually live in that gusset. Bloody. I mean, just, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, God, really? So, who would wear a pair of bloomers like this? David, it's over to you. That could be the title of this live stream. Who would wear bloomers like this? David, it's over to you. God, that's scary. That is scary. Now, these must have been bought from somewhere. There must be a living sentient creature on this earth who could genuinely wear those. You might want to start saying your good night. You might want to seek some sort of therapy. You may wish to unsubscribe. God knows I want to at the moment. Oh, everything's about to die. Right, I do actually need to sod off. I forgot it was a long one tonight, wasn't it? Right, I will whiz through the comments very, very quickly, and then we are going to, we're all going to sod off. Oh, this is fine. You're all chatting amongst yourselves. That's good. Emotional support duck. Quack. Excuse me. Weinberg. Black lines. Steve. Hello. Survive, thrive. Good evening to you. Jeff D. Hello, Boaty. First time joining in my pants. Well done for observing the community niceties. And good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, Roger Whittaker, indeed. New World in the morning. Yeah, nobody's seen my tent yet apart from Emma and Melanie. Janet Gerling. Oh, good evening. So glad you were able to join. Are you going to join the Caravan and Camping Club? Asked Jason. Maybe you are already a member. No, I'm not a member, and no, I'm not going to join. I know about them and I don't like the way that they do things, so I won't join. I'm very happy with my choice, the Caravan and Motorhome Club, where you choose your own pitches. The pitches are a lot bigger and yeah, just suits me better. Right, the nice wine is almost gone, and so soon will I be, and indeed all of you. Fair play on the HOT question, Hedgehog of Truth. Nearly got you on it. There's no embarrassment when you're not at fault for the crash. There is an embarrassment when the crash broke your facial bones so badly that your sinuses are so cocked up that you suffer the effects of a really heavy cold every day for the rest of your life. And nobody knows that. All they know is that sometimes beyond you'll see me blowing my nose, wiping my nose all the time. That's because since the accident, my sinuses just constantly drip. And every now and then, a little dewdrop will appear. And somebody will say, oh, you got something on your nose. And you think, oh, fuck. Oh, God. And it's awful. It's awful. Because you're constantly wiping, this bit of your nose is really sore and you kind of lose feeling in it a bit. And sometimes I don't know when a dewdrop appears. And that is so embarrassing and people just think you're dirty or disgusting or whatever. And you can't say to them, well, actually, I had a really bad car crash that I was amazingly lucky to survive. And it broke a lot of bones in my face and it's done a lot of damage to my sinuses. You can't explain all of that. You just have to go, oh, yeah, sorry. That's really embarrassing, really embarrassing. And there are worse things as well. I don't go on about them. Go to a no-win, no-fee lawyer to sort it out. I went to them straight away. I should have done it myself. They are shit. I would have done a much better job myself. Oh, right. Okay. Now we're getting up. Now we're getting on to the bloomers. Please don't, says Janet. Okay, who sent Boaty my best knickers, asked Matron. A new awning for Netty or the Caravan. Looks like a massive baby nappy. 127 people watching Boaty try on big girls' knickers. Are there really people big enough to wear? Oh, I suppose there are, aren't there? They're my pulling panties, says Matron. I'm too sexy for my pants. Hattie Jake's sex pants. Are you sure it's not a tent? Bloomers built for two. Oh dear, oh dear. Matron's crying. The panties to end all panties, says Peter P. Jesus, says the vice right. What an explosive end to pants to Boaty month, says Emma. Yeah. Oh dear God. I dare you to sniff them, says Wrinkles. I've gone this far. Why not? Why not? Where's the gusset? Oh God, I've inhaled some gusset. I've inhaled some gusset up a nostril. Help me. Inoffensive, thankfully. A car cover for Fanny. Who sent them? I'm not saying. I do know, but I'm not saying. Sod off yourself, Boaty. You haven't even said hi. Janet, I did say hi. Hello, darling. Oh, God. Oh, and you've been watching my journey. Bless you. Bless you for coming along for the ride, Janet. Strap in. Next year is going to get interesting. Oh, I put Vaseline on all the time. I have Vaseline, literally, I'm not joking. I carry it with me everywhere. It's here. It's in my pocket, in my work bag. It's there all the time. And it's still sore, and I've still lost feeling. It's not just sore, it's painful. It's an absolute nightmare, to be honest. What an end to a life, says JB71, and it is the end of the life. You've even had, on a long one, you've had some BAT. On that panties and Vaseline, On that note, darlings, I'm sodding off. I'm going to Vaseline up my nose. I'm going to get myself something to eat, and I'm going to fall into bed. And I suggest that you all do the same. Thank you to everybody for being here tonight. It's been so much fun. Thank you to the people that have done kind things, the gifted channel membership, the super duper thingamies, the PayPal job that popped in the middle of the doings. Thank you all for being wonderful, amazing people, kind people, thoughtful people, decent people. And thank you for being my friends. It means the absolute world. Let me wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night and a good day tomorrow. Please, may it bring you joy, may it bring you pleasure. At the very least, I hope and trust that it is manageable. The candle, the new candle, will be relit tomorrow night, Tuesday night live. A little later, 11 o'clock. Otherwise, same place. And I cannot wait to see you all then. You'll have a video in the meantime of me driving into Sheffield and rambling on about absolute nonsense. But I can't wait to see you all tomorrow night. Thank you all so much. You are legends. You keep me, amazingly, despite all this, you do keep me sane. So God bless you all. And can't wait to see you tomorrow. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. And on that note, Peugeot. And indeed, I'll make you wait a bit more. Oh yeah, bosh. Good night, darlings.